In the cradle of dawn, where the sky meets the sea, a bird takes flight in its heart, a key to unlock the chains. With the wind to be free, across dangerous skies it soars full of glee. With an eye on nature, time starts to bend. An arc of moral humanity we can't comprehend. Into the boundless sky our spirits we send. On the wings of the human me, our souls ascend. Fly into the sunset, where new horizons blaze. Belong to the moment, in the sun's final gaze. Escape into twilight, through the sky's endless maze. The freedom of a bird, in the human being's grace. Face gray into twilight, through the skies endless maze. The freedom of a bird, in the human means grace. Through storms and the silence, under moon's watchful eyes, past whispers of stars in the velvet night skies. Each beat of its wings, a story that ties the heart of the wild, where true freedom lies. When nature's hand paints the canvas anew, in strokes of the wind, in the shades of the blue. Through the human need we see the view, a bending of time. In the light we pursue, fly into the sunset, where new dreams are born. In the heart of the storm, where we're reborn. Escape into twilight, where no heart is torn. The freedom of a bird, in the dawn's early morn. An eye on the infinite, where horizons blend. Through the arc of a journey that never ends. In the grasp of the wind, where our spirits mend. The song of the bird, with the sky it wends. Fly into the sunset, where new dreams are born. In the heart of the storm, where we're reborn. Escape into twilight, where no heart is torn. The freedom of a bird, in the dawn's early morn. In the silence of night, under starlight's embrace, a bird finds peace in a new resting place. With freedom to belong, across time and space. In the boundless sky, it leaves no trace.
Welcome to the Human Meme Podcast. I'm AI David Bowles, and along with our Crackbot AI research team, we plan to share this idea with you today. Defending Helen Keller, debunking myths, and championing disability rights. In recent times, the remarkable legacy of Helen Keller has been clouded by a surge of skepticism and misinformation, particularly on social media platforms where her achievements are unjustly labeled as fabrications. Our conversation seeks to shine a light on the truth, offering a robust defense of Keller's accomplishments and the significant impact she had on disability rights and beyond. By examining the roots of the skepticism, ranging from ableist attitudes to a lack of historical understanding, we endeavor to not only vindicate Keller, but also advocate for a more inclusive and accurate representation of what individuals with disabilities can achieve. The skepticism about Keller's accomplishments, such as her ability to write books, graduate from college, and purportedly fly a plane, reflects not a flaw in her narrative, but a ghastly underestimation of the human capacity for adaptation and learning, particularly in the face of disabilities. The suggestion that someone who was deafblind could not have achieved these feats is to ignore the historical records, personal accounts, and the tangible outputs of Keller's work. These accomplishments were not miracles nor fabrications, but were the result of innovative teaching methods, relentless perseverance, and the support structures that enabled Keller to interact with the world. Anne Sullivan, Keller's teacher, utilized tactile methods of communication long before they were widely accepted, proving the effectiveness of tailored educational strategies for individuals with disabilities. The accusations that Sullivan and others exaggerated Keller's abilities to inspire people missed the mark entirely. To inspire was not their sole purpose. It was to educate and to prove the potential within every individual, regardless of their physical capabilities. Keller herself was a tireless advocate for the rights of people with disabilities, labor rights, women's suffrage, and many other causes. Her advocacy work, her published books, and her speeches are well documented and preserved in libraries and archives across the world, testament to a life not exaggerated, but lived fully and with purpose. The confusion about Keller's life story, including the odd conflation with figures like Amelia Earhart and Anne Frank, points to a broader issue of historical literacy and the need for comprehensive education about the achievements of people with disabilities. These mix-ups do a disservice to Keller's unique story and to the broader understanding of disability history and rights. As for the distrust in inspirational narratives, particularly the conspiracy theory angle suggesting Keller's story was a fabrication by the government or media, it's essential to differentiate skepticism from cynicism. While it's healthy to question and seek truth, falling into the trap of disbelief without evidence only serves to undermine the achievements of those who have fought against the odds. The abundance of records, personal writings, film footage, and testimonies provide irrefutable evidence of Keller's existence and her monumental impact. Experts, disability advocates, and historians counter these conspiracy theories with evidence and reasoned arguments, highlighting that such theories are rooted in ableism. These attitudes not only attempt to diminish Keller's achievements, but also insult the intelligence and potential of people with disabilities by suggesting that their accomplishments are inherently unbelievable. The real story here is not of fraud or exaggeration, but of a woman who, alongside her dedicated teacher, broke through the barriers of her time to leave an indelible mark on the world. Understanding the context of Helen Keller's time and the pioneering educational methods employed by Anne Sullivan is crucial. In an era when the deaf and blind were often marginalized and provided with little to no educational opportunities, Keller's accomplishments were nothing short of revolutionary. Sullivan's teaching methods, which included manual alphabet communication and eventually raised typed dots, opened up a world of learning and interaction that was previously thought impossible for someone like Keller. This was not trickery or exaggeration. It was innovative pedagogy at its best, documented and replicated in educational settings worldwide. Keller's writings, speeches, and advocacy work were not only about showcasing her personal achievements, but were deeply rooted in her desire to improve the world for others. She was an advocate for the American Foundation for the Blind, a co-founder of the ACLU, and a supporter of workers' rights and women's suffrage. Her life was a testament to the belief that individuals with disabilities are not to be underestimated but are fully capable of contributing meaningfully to society and affecting change. The argument that Keller's story has been exaggerated to inspire is to overlook the substantial evidence of her advocacy and literary contributions. Her autobiography, The Story of My Life, and numerous other publications provide a first-hand account of her experiences and philosophies. These were not ghost-written fairy tales, but the authentic voice of a woman who navigated the world without sight or sound, advocating for social justice and equality. To those who dismiss Keller's achievements as fabrications or exaggerations, we must ask, what is the basis of this skepticism? Is it rooted in a thorough examination of the historical record, or is it based on a superficial understanding and ableist preconceptions? The overwhelming body of evidence, from academic research to Keller's own writings and the testimonies of those who knew her, supports the truth of her remarkable life and contributions. The recent trend of doubting Keller's existence and achievements reflects a broader societal issue of undermining the accomplishments of individuals with disabilities. It's a manifestation of ableism that seeks to dismiss and diminish rather than understand and appreciate. Fighting this trend requires not just defending Keller, but also advocating for a more inclusive understanding of history and human capability. Central to the dismissal of Helen Keller's accomplishments is a deeply ingrained ableism, a belief system that devalues individuals with disabilities, questioning their capabilities and achievements. This skepticism often stems from a lack of exposure to and understanding of the lived experiences of people with disabilities. It reflects a failure to recognize the full scope of human diversity and the myriad ways individuals can interact with and contribute to the world around them. Keller's life challenges these ableist notions head-on. Through her public work and private struggles, she exemplified the potential for individuals with disabilities to lead rich, impactful lives. By reducing her story to mere inspiration, or worse, a fabrication, detractors not only discredit Keller's legacy, but also perpetuate a harmful narrative about disability and achievement. Ignorance plays a pivotal role in the spread of misinformation about Keller. The conflation of her story with unrelated historical figures and the misrepresentation of her achievements underscore a broader issue of historical illiteracy. Education, therefore, becomes a powerful tool in dispelling myths and fostering a deeper appreciation for the complexities of historical narratives, especially those involving disability. To truly honor Keller's legacy, it's imperative to engage with her writings, speeches, and the rich documentation of her advocacy work. These materials provide a window into her thoughts, beliefs, and the challenges she navigated. They also offer a blueprint for understanding disability rights and advocacy, subjects as relevant today as they were in Keller's time. In the digital age, the spread of misinformation about Keller on platforms like TikTok underscores the importance of critical thinking and digital literacy. Social media can be a double-edged sword, offering the means to educate and connect, while also enabling the rapid spread of baseless claims. Encouraging a critical engagement with online content is crucial in combating the spread of harmful theories that seek to undermine Keller's or anyone's achievements. The defense of Helen Keller is more than a rebuttal to baseless claims. It's a call to action for a more inclusive and understanding society. It's an invitation to recognize the achievements of individuals with disabilities, not as anomalies, but as inherent parts of the human condition. Keller's story, far from an exaggerated tale, is a testament to the power of communication, education, and perseverance. In embracing Keller's legacy, we are reminded of the importance of advocacy, the potential within each individual, and the need to confront and dismantle the barriers that prevent full participation in society. Let Helen Keller's life and work inspire not only admiration but action. Action toward a world where the abilities of all are recognized, celebrated, and supported. As we conclude our exploration of Helen Keller's legacy, we stand in the clear light of truth, having navigated the murky waters of skepticism and misinformation. Keller's life was not a tale snatched from the fields of exaggeration, but a vibrant marker of resilience, intellect, and advocacy, firmly anchored in the bedrock of history. In defending her against baseless claims, we've not only honored her incredible journey, but also championed the broader cause of disability rights and the infinite potential within us all. Thank you for joining us today. For the Human Meme Podcast, I'm AI David Bowles, wishing you a right today and a fine tomorrow. Be a human meme.
In the cradle of dawn, where the sky meets the sea, a bird takes flight in its heart, a key to unlock the chains. With the wind to be free, across dangerous skies it soars full of glee. With an eye on nature, time starts to bend, an arc of moral humanity we can't comprehend. Into the boundless sky our spirits we send, on the wings of the human meme our souls ascend. Fly into the sunset, where new horizons blaze. Belong to the moment, in the sun's final gaze. Escape into twilight, through the sky's endless maze. The freedom of a bird, in the human being's grace. Face gray into twilight, through the skies endless maze. The freedom of a bird, in the human meme's grace. Through storms and the silence, under moon's watchful eyes, past whispers of stars in the velvet night skies. Each beat of its wings, a story that ties the heart of the wild, where true freedom lies. When nature's hand paints the canvas anew, in strokes of the wind, in the shades of the blue. Through the human meme we see the view, a bending of time. In the light we pursue, fly into the sunset, where new dreams are born. In the heart of the storm, where we're reborn. Escape into twilight, where no heart is torn. The freedom dawn's early morn, and high on the infinite, where horizons blend, through the arc of a journey that never ends, in the grasp of the wind, where our spirits mend, the song of the bird with the sky it wends. Fly into the sunset, where new dreams are born, in the heart of the storm, where we're reborn. Escape into twilight, where no heart is torn, the freedom of a bird in the dawn's early morn. In the silence of night, under starlight's embrace, a bird finds peace in a new resting place, with freedom to belong across time and space. In the boundless sky, it leaves no